Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Whether you are new or have been here before, welcome. This is a bit of a change of scenery. Sorry, the car's a little bumpy. Change of scenery for my videos, but I am with my mom, Mama Kathy, as she is affectionately known on Instagram as well as here on YouTube. We are heading to her esthetician's office. My mom's gonna have a treatment today, and
Yay!
so I thought that we're gonna go over a big bump. Sorry about that. Hope you guys aren't getting car sick. You're tagging along for that. So if you are interested in seeing the treatment that my mom's going to have done and hanging out with us for the morning, then stay tuned. All right, Mom, so where are we headed?
We are heading to see Genevieve at Amaris Skincare.
And how long have you been seeing Genevieve?
I have been seeing Genevieve for almost a year.
How did you find her?
I found her because I went to a fundraiser and a silent auction item that they had was a Zio Baji.
You can keep talking, but focus
Kit.
on the road.
And, well, the light just turned green. And I won it, and so I made an appointment, and I went there and had all this fabulous skincare, and I really like Genevieve. She's young and full of energy and information, and it's actually her mother's business. And her
Isn't that who Amaris is?
Amaris is her mother.
Yeah.
And her mother has been teaching her skincare since she was a little girl.
And I've met her mom before, and her mom looks like her sister.
Yes.
Seriously, they're on to something. But I thought that was a great thing that you did. You found, you went to this charity event, you bid on this silent auction item, and you got it, and it was an amazing deal. I mean, you got she got a ton of products, a free service, and now she has...
I got about $400 to $500 worth of product and service for $175.
Yeah, and it went to charity. So
Exactly.
you felt good about it.
Sure.
Were you seeing an esthetician on a regular basis prior to this, or no?
I was seeing someone about every 3 months.
And were you happy with the service, or
Not really. I didn't feel like she was as knowledgeable about products, and she didn't explain. I'm a questioner. What are you doing? Why are you doing it? How's it going to help me?
I wonder where I get it then.
The apple didn't fall far from the tree. So I'm always curious. I like prevention, and I like, just being on top of something.
So do you feel like your skin has changed a lot since you've been seeing Genevieve?
Well, she thinks I have great skin anyway, and like I don't have anything.
You do.
On
I mean,
my skin
even
right
everybody
now.
on Instagram and YouTube says that you have amazing skin.
So that's genetic. I didn't have anything to do with that. But I have...
No, I think you've taken good care of your
I
skin.
have tried to take good care of my skin, really focusing a lot more on it in the past, like 15 or 20 years, as I could afford to. I was still raising a family, and what mama needs goes down on the bottom of the list.
But would you say that even when that's the case, it's still good to treat yourself, because in order to take care of others, taking care of yourself?
As long as you can financially afford it.
Right.
So you give up Starbucks for a month. I'm not recommending that to anyone. Especially me. My husband says, if you gave up Starbucks, you could have more skincare treatment. I'm like, not gonna happen. I would love more skincare treatment, but I can't give up Starbucks.
So for holidays, when Starbucks is closed or closing early, my mom will actually go like the day before and get her drinks.
Yep.
And then she'll put them in the fridge and then heat them up. So
yes. And speaking of holidays, anytime a holiday, birthday, Christmas, Mother's Day, Easter, Valentine's Day, any occasion, the best gift anybody can give me is a gift card to Amaris, so I can get Genevieve to do more things on my skin.
Which I got you for Christmas.
Yeah, I was hooked
But
up.
I feel like you're saying this so that it's recorded and then that we can remember.
For all prosperity. In case somebody says, Amaris, like, what should I get Mom for Christmas? Or for her birthday, which is in November? Oh, I know. She'll get bombarded by all of you great fans. People watching. And they'll say, Amber, remember, we know what your mom wants. This is not a becoming shot of me. Way up. Well, there we go. That's better.
Oh my goodness. So how old are you? Will you tell?
Doesn't everybody know already?
Well, they
Don't
may
you
not.
all know? I'll be 63 in November.
I think she looks pretty great. You don't wear makeup. I mean, you wear lip stuff and mascara sometimes, and you fill in your brows.
Yeah, but I didn't do anything today because she's going to take it all off of me.
Right.
Although I had lipstick on this morning because I was not looking at the gym.
Now I understand why people have those mounts in their cars.
And
We'll
I have
check
to
back
concentrate.
in when we get there.
Toodles.
Bye.
I'm Genevieve.
Hi, Genevieve.
My mother is the owner of Amaris Aesthetics.
And I've met your mom before. We were actually talking about her on the ride over and how she kind of looks more like your sister.
Yeah,
than your
I know.
mom.
So you can see, like, it's the perfect business for her to be in.
Yeah.
I started working for her probably 6-7 years ago. I love it. I kind of grew up around this. About the age of 12, I was waxing her eyebrows for her. She would
Doing
teach me how
facials
to
with
do
your
things. because she would just be like, okay, here, you're good at this. Why don't we try this out? Doing chemical peels at like 15 and
Oh my
all
gosh.
this stuff. So just because I have an autoimmune disease, so I have a lot of pigment that I deal with.
Uh-huh.
So, my mom's always kind of helped me with that.
So what are we doing now?
So right now we're just taking a Sanage gentle cleanser,
Okay.
cleansing your mom's skin just because her skin is very clinically dry.
Mm-hmm.
And then after I do that, I'm going to do what's called a gommage, also by Sanage, which is one of our organic lines. And I'm going to do a little bit of physical manual exfoliation.
Okay.
And then I'm going to dermaplane her. I'm going to dermaplane her with an oil because, again, her skin reacts. It's so dry.
Question for you. There's a new product that's out now, and it's like an electric.
The
dermaplane?
electric, yes.
What are your thoughts on that?
Okay.
Do you think people
so-
should be doing that at home,
Uh-huh.
or do you think it's something that should be left to a professional? What are your thoughts?
So I don't think it's a bad idea. What happens is that obviously anything that is for home use is not going to be as strong as what we have here in a medical facility. But I don't think there's anything wrong with shaving the face. In fact, if you look at men from years of shaving, they have no wrinkles from like this area down because they're constantly exfoliating. So I don't think it's a bad idea. I just tell most of my clients just take a regular mock razor and shave downwards and just save that for their face. Change it out often. If they want to try those, they can. It's totally up to up to them. So I don't have a problem with it.
What type of blade do you use here? Is it like a surgical blade?
So we use a 10 blade, actually it's right here, and it goes on this little apparatus here, and we shave the face with this.
Nice.
So it looks scarier than it is.
I keep my eyes closed.
It looks scarier than it is, but you definitely want a professional doing it, obviously.
Right.
Just do your research wherever you go. My favorite is when people ask questions. Like, I have people who, no question's a stupid question. Because people don't know. This is what I'm here for, to educate everybody. So,
We talked about that too.
yes.
On the way over, we were talking about how my mom had been seeing someone prior to seeing you and didn't feel that, she was as up to date on things. And one of the things that she really likes about you is that you're educating.
Aw, so
Um,
sweet. That's why I love your mom.
That's only one of the reasons.
That's the only reason why.
I know that my mom is really good about her home care. What percentage would you say the results are that your clients get from home care versus what they get here? Like, would you say it's like a 50-50?
So I would say it's part, what we do in here is awesome. It's almost like you come in here and we reset the skin. However, to maintain your results and for continued results, you definitely want to do a home care. So I would say it's 50-50 for sure. It's kind of like when you go to a doctor's and you're prescribed a medication, you want to go in and make sure that the medication is still working out for you.
Right.
Sometimes people need either to adjust their regimen. So, because something's not working or it's not enough for them.
Right.
So I say every 4 to 6 weeks, a typical skin cycle is a great way to determine, okay, do we need to change this up? Is this working for you? Do we need to amp it up? Do we need to take it back? Everyone's different, but yeah, I would say it's 50-50.
She was saying that because, life changes and, she was a mom raising kids before, and financially she wasn't able to do this as frequently. Would you say that people could still get benefit from coming once or twice a year just to touch base?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I have people that come in twice a year, sometimes quarterly. That's all I can afford, and I like to work with people. We don't always have to do the most expensive thing. We can get enough done with just doing some other things as well. And coming in a couple times a year is better than not, because we touch base. I also tell my clients, I'm available through text and phone call. So if you have an issue, I can tell you, okay, this product's gonna work out for you, great.
Right.
Or tell you, back off of this one. So yeah, absolutely. People get a benefit, sure.
She has good follow-up. She wants to know how I'm doing.
I always have people text me pictures with flash so I can see.
Yeah.
So now that I've physically exfoliated her, so we have two different exfoliants. We have chemical exfoliators, which are our little mini peels, or aggressive peels, and then we have physical exfoliants, which is this, the microneedleabrasion, another physical exfoliation and chemical exfoliation is dermal infusion. It's 2-in-1, but the technology is 3-in-1, so we can kind of touch base on that when we bring it out. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and dermaplane her. So I'm just getting off the little extra flakes of skin.
What are your favorite treatments to do?
My favorite so far is chemical peels and the dermal infusion, because you get an instant gratification, especially from the dermal infusion, because in the reservoir, when you're done, you can see all the blackheads that come out. So it's one of my favorite parts, and I always show my clients if they are willing to see. I share that experience. I share that experience with them.
So who is that treatment good for?
It's good for anybody. We have people who are pregnant that get it done. We have people who have autoimmune diseases that get it done. It's really based on the serum that you use, the settings that you use, but anyone can use it. So on your mom today, what we'll do is we'll use a hydrating serum, because her skin tends to be clinically dry.
What are you putting on now?
So this is a face oil for when I dermaplane her, so she doesn't get dry on me. Some people dermaplane with an oil, some people dermaplane dry. It just depends on the person's skin. So some people get a little red, a little pink, but that's normal. It's because we're doing something to the skin. We hold the blade at an angle.
So in addition to the hair, it's dead skin cells that are coming.
Oh yeah, and you can see it.
Yeah.
I try not to go into the hairline too much. I just kind of get that vellus hair.
And this is also something great if you wear makeup.
Yes.
It's amazing.
I have one of the girls here do it for me if my mom's not available. Your makeup looks airbrushed.
It's funny, I remember years ago when the Real Housewives of New Jersey had come out, and Caroline, they were shooting her in her bathroom, and she was shaving her face, and I remember everyone was like, oh my God.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Your hair's gonna come back thicker.
And then now everybody's doing this.
And the benefits of it, men have held the secret for years and years and years. It benefits you, because when you exfoliate, you're kind of amping up your system. You're saying, here, we're going to get these dead cells, skin cells off so you can regenerate more. And that's Dr. Zainul Baji's philosophy. And I know you're familiar with that too.
He's very big on exfoliation.
He is my favorite.
I could do this all day.
What's the biggest mistake you see people do with their skin?
I see people using a ridiculous amount of moisturizers that they don't need. Stuff that doesn't have any active ingredients, doesn't have any vitamins and minerals. And what happens is that when you put a traditional over-the-counter moisturizer on your skin that isn't going to do anything for your skin, you're kind of telling your skin, here, you don't have to do any work. I'll provide the moisture for you. Therefore, you make your skin cells lazy, and they stop producing their own moisture. They stop doing that skin cell turnover. And it also essentially ages your skin. Unless your moisturizer has vitamins and minerals, antioxidants, it's kind of a waste to put on your skin. I tell people, just use your sunscreen as your moisturizer every day.
Would you say that's another big mistake, is people not using sunscreen?
Oh, I only use it when I go out. Well, there's sun everywhere you go. There's sun in the car. That left side of people, if their windows and tinted, you see a lot of people with a lot of wrinkles on that side.
Have you seen that picture of the truck driver?
Yes, I shared it a couple months ago. I love that picture, just because it shows a big difference between taking care of your skin.
Yes, I have. It's crazy.
Would you say that she has typical skin of a 63-year-old?
She's got great skin. Typical as like anyone who isn't taking care of their skin? No, because she's got beautiful skin and she doesn't look her age. Right around here, your mom has, this is where she's got most of her dead skin, is around the chin area. A lot of people do.
Is there anything that she can do at home for that? Or?
She exfoliates every day. It just depends. Everyone, accumulates skin differently. Sometimes in your T-zone, you just have more skin buildup, which is also why we break out more in our T-zone. But if that's the only problem we have, I think we're ahead of the game.
So what product lines do you use other than the Sinage here?
So we use the Xenobaji Glow Therapeutics, Glow Minerals is our makeup line. And then we also use some stuff here and there that we get from the skincare shows. Because we like to try different things out. That's how we discover new products that we like or something that we want to start selling.
Is there a favorite new product of yours that you've discovered?
We have, what was the one? Dr. Jeff is one of my favorites. It is an oldie, but it's one of my favorites. But I just really love the ZO.
Do you have a favorite product from the ZO line?
Yes, the glycogen, or now it's called Exfoliation Accelerator because they just rebranded and changed their names. The glycogen has chamomile and green tea, so it calms the skin but also exfoliates the skin really well. So when I was pregnant, I was using that because I was getting a lot of skin buildup. I love the way it makes my skin feel.
So Genevieve, you work in a plastic surgeon's office.
Mm-hmm.
What types of clients do you get that come from that direction?
So we get a lot of pre and post-operative clients. So what that means is that like Dr. Adams will refer someone to us who may be getting a facelift, is doing laser treatments, and a lot of times they need a lot of prep on their skin, conditioning, before they get their procedure, just because they'll get that much better of a result.
So what type of preconditioning treatments would you be doing with that?
So doing their home regimen, putting them on active products to kind of get the skin cells working, because when you condition the skin, you get a better result later. We also will do chemical peels, microdermabrasions. We can do the dermal infusion as well. So sometimes we'll do that depending on how far in advance the person wants to get their procedure done. A couple months, couple weeks, depending on, what their expectations are and what they need.
So then post-operatively, is there like a lot of facial massage to help like with lymphatic drainage and healing?
So we do something called the Derma Wave.
Okay.
And it accelerates the healing by using ultrasound technology to bring blood to the surface to heal that area, blood and nutrients in that area. So that's one of our top sellers as far as the treatment goes for post-operative care. Also ZO has a post-procedure kit, which we do. That's also great for post-laser patients, because it takes away the redness and the swelling, and we do that immediately after we get their laser done.
So what are we doing now?
So I'm just going to cleanse off the oil, because now we're prepped and ready for the dermal infusion.
Remember last time you asked me about these things like on the side?
Yeah, the little raised bumps there.
Mm-hmm. And I went to the dermatologist and they checked them out again and said they're just fine.
Okay, good. So I always tell my clients, if I see something, just to get it checked, because I can't diagnose anything, just to be on the safe side, because I see their skin every 4 to 6 weeks. So if I see any random changes, I like to bring it to their attention.
So because my mom has more sensitive prone skin like I do, what are we doing special for this treatment?
We're using a finer micro tip, so it's a little bit more gentle on the skin. She'll get great results with that too, but it won't be so abrasive for her.
Mom, have you had this before?
Yes.
She loves it.
I do. As you can tell, this is a real hardship for me.
I know. You're completely suffering.
I'm suffering so.
Woe is me.
Poor me.
There's like an acne tip, an acne brush tip. So people who have really bad acne, we can utilize the brush tip on them, and it works great to clean out the pores and extract all those nasty blackheads and whiteheads. How's that feel? Is that setting okay?
Feels fine.
Awesome.
So what is in that mixture?
So this is the Ultra Hydrating Serum. It's got some vitamins in there. It's got some antioxidants, but it's very gentle. I like to use this one on my pregnant patients as well, because there's nothing that's going to hurt them in it. And people who just have that clinically dry skin, it's going to help.
So is this similar to a hydrofacial? Is it the same, but just a different?
Yeah, it's similar. It's So the technology, the 3-in-1 technology, the exfoliation, infusion, and the extraction has been around for quite some time. Different companies just utilize that with their serums. So the technology's been around for a while. We just really like this machine because it was a little bit more medical for us, we found. But the hydrofacial is also very, very good. And we've seen really good results with the serums. So they have like a vitamin C serum, they have, which is anti-aging, they have the hydration serum, and they also have Lumixal skin brightening and a pore clarifying, which is for our acne. We can also combine the serums.
Okay. So if someone wanted like a brightening and hydrating.
We can, So we do the lymphatic drainage here.
I know I'm watching the direction that you're going in, and just kind of based on my medical knowledge of where your lymph tracts are. It's like, all right, she's following the lymph tracts.
And so what that does, obviously, is when you're draining the lymphs, you're getting all those toxins out of the skin, because anything in the skin also makes us break out, or it makes our skin look dull. Get all that bad stuff out of there. How does this feel? Are we doing okay?
We're doing great.
Turn a little bit more for me.
Very loud in the ears.
It is a little bit loud in that area. It's that vortex you hear.
So you mentioned some of the challenges that you've had with your own skin, with your autoimmune.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a lot of clients that have, special considerations like that with their health?
So we have a lot of clients, especially because we do the hormone therapy here as well, who have hormone imbalances, who have like the Hashimoto's or the hypothyroid, who do have those issues with their body, and it shows up in their skin. So people who have issues with pigment, I can relate to them because I have the same problem. So yeah, we do see a lot of those people. Based on our knowledge and our experience, try to do our best to take whatever approach is going to work for them.
So it sounds like you get a pretty detailed health history and
Yeah, our questionnaires. Yeah, we want to know when your last surgery was, if you've ever used Retin-A, because a lot of these medications people are on, turn a little bit more for me, they can also make the skin react, and everyone's different. Not one approach is going to work for every single person.
How's it look, Amber?
great.
She looks nice and pink. We're getting blood to the surface. So this also has like a mode for the body. The tip is a little bit bigger.
So what areas of the body would you do that treatment on?
You can do the whole body.
Oh.
Helps with cellulite and obviously the lymphatic drainage and exfoliation. People who get like the chicken skin,
Yes.
you can do that on them too.
Oh, wow.
Me and my mom have that really bad. So in between, if we got some downtime, we'll sit there and we'll get our arms real quick.
So one of the questions that I get quite frequently, how does someone find an esthetician? Not everybody that's going to be watching this lives here.
Right.
So, I mean, what can people do in order to find someone like yourself that is skilled, trained, has the experience, really takes kind of a holistic approach to skincare and treatment? What can people do other than like word of mouth?
If you want to make sure, I always utilize Facebook. Facebook is awesome because I go on there, you can see reviews, and if they have before and afters of their work, that's also a big telltale sign of if they're going to be good. So, and
It's
then
interesting how social media has really, they use Instagram as well.
Instagram's a great way too. Facebook is just a little bit more, you can get a little bit more information about people. Also, if there's a product line that you know of, so like ZO, there's certified spas that carry them. So like you'll find us under there. And that means that we've had all the training to be able to do the protocols and distribute the product properly. Any product line who has like a database where you can
Search for the provider.
Exactly. So ZO has one. Glow Minerals has one. Oh, Dermal Infusion has one as well.
And we were talking about on the way over here how my mom found you through the silent auction.
Yep. Kind Mouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's a great
I like that
relationship.
too because, I think it also demonstrates that you guys care about the community and.
Oh yeah. We I think it was like 2 years ago we went to the Kind Mouse event.
It's coming up.
It's coming up again. And then ever since then we just they come to us and we donate services, products, and ZO has been really awesome with being generous to getting us some cool giveaways, and we'll also include treatments with that. And
Great.
Yeah, and it's for a good cause, so it'd be stupid not to.
So, Mom, what is the kind mouse?
Kind mouse feeds the hungry.
But doesn't it focus on kids?
It does, but it also focuses on anybody who's hungry.
That's awesome.
The main thing that it does is it makes sure that children on the weekends have food to eat.
And that may be their only meals that they get. So on the weekends, it's huge. They may not have anything to eat.
Right.
Food is the way to the soul.
You can't learn if you're hungry.
That's
too.
right. That's right. Science.
This is so much better than you squeezing those
I
things.
know. So this is another thing people love about this is that you know I don't have to squeeze as much. You know, there's some blackheads that are so impacted you do need to do it manually, but for the most part, this loosens it up and this gets the rest of those little ones out.
What are some of your favorite products for hyperpigmentation?
So, I love hydroquinone just because when it's done correctly, it really changes people's skin. Obviously you don't want to be on it forever because you can build a tolerance and a resistance to it. But when you pulse treat, so you go on it for 3 months and you get off of it for another 3, your body doesn't get used to it and it really can change your skin at the correct dosage as well.
Yeah, I think that's one of those.
Taboo things.
Yeah, I think to your point, when done right under the guidance of someone who really knows what they're doing,
Yep.
whether it's a dermatologist or an experienced esthetician, I think that it's
Absolutely. And hydroquinone, let me tell you, it's not for everybody.
Right.
You can't just say, oh, here, you've got pigment, let's just throw hydroquinone. There's a non-hydroquinone approach by Zio that also works phenomenal. It's also how fast people want to see their results.
Right.
Some people, they want to get on the wagon and do it ASAP. Others, they're like, I've got the time. Or if you're, if you go out in the sun a lot, we don't want to put you on hydroquinone. We also take into consideration your lifestyle. Does it feel okay here?
Yep.
We're exfoliating the lips now, and the serum's safe to use around this area.
Emery, you would love this.
Okay, I'm going to do under the eyes, so I'm going to kind of lower the suction here. And just keep your eyes closed for me, and we do lymphatic drainage. How's this feel? Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. Skin is thinner around this area, so we definitely want to be gentle. So people have puffiness or they've got allergies. They love this part of it.
Suck away.
Mm-hmm. So I have a Sinage vitamin mask mixed with a little hyaluronic acid, which our body already makes. I kind of like to tailor our masks a little bit. So I'm going to, it's a little warm, so I'm going to wait to put it on your mom. But then I'm going to do a little high frequency to kind of calm the redness down on her.
Okay. And
also it infuses the mask.
totally non-related, but kind of related, is you have some beautifully colored tattoos
Yeah.
on your arm. What can people do to keep tattoos looking vibrant?
Okay, that's a good question.
Other than
We're
sun protection.
So obviously, if you are out in the sun protection. However, exfoliating the skin
Okay.
helps. Just because you're getting all that dead, dull skin off the surface. Because remember, a tattoo goes really, really deep into the skin. Keeping your skin moisturized. And for me, it just depends on who does your tattoos. You want to go somewhere where they're reputable.
Okay.
They do a really good job because the ink also makes a huge difference. Feel okay?
Ooh, what is that?
This is the high frequency.
Oh.
So the rose colored helps with redness, helps with fine lines and wrinkles.
Now would the blue be more acne?
It's gonna be acne. It's gonna kill the bacteria, oxygenate the pores. Now I'm using the other note on her just because all I need is for her skin to just calm down because it gets pink really easily.
Wonder where I get that from. I did an Instagram live last night, and I was using my new face, and my skin was getting
A little red. Your skin is beautiful.
And she was using some of my products because I didn't have them this morning when I jumped in the shower.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
it's all for the Instagram.
I'm like, where's my cleanser?
But Mom, would you rather me wake you up to go put them back?
No.
See, sleep is imperative to having good skin too.
My God. She's like,
This is
ugh.
the best part.
She can feel all the knots back there.
Am I gonna need to drive us back to your house?
No, I'll be good. Is my skin still pink, Amber?
It's nice and rosy.
Yeah, just looks healthy.
We got the glow.
So what are we doing now?
So I'm just tinting her brows.
What are your thoughts on the microblading?
I love the microblading. I have a lot of clients who have sparse eyebrows or they don't have any eyebrows. They get it done and it frames their face. Eyebrows are so important. And it's low maintenance. You don't have to fill in your brows all the time. I love it.
That's not cheap either.
No. But research on that one as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you always want to, because that's...
I think a lot of it has to do with the person that's doing it.
Technique. And what I like is that it looks like little hair strokes.
Right.
So the good thing is that it fades over time, and which is awesome because eyebrow trends change over time too.
Right.
So it gives you a chance to...
And it's not like the tattooed brows that they used to have where they look kind of purple
Yes.
over time.
The ink has gotten a lot better.
Well, as you age, your eyebrows get thinner and lighter anyway.
So if someone hasn't had their brows tinted before, is there any special care that they need to do at home? Like not immediately go home and shower or anything like that? Or
I always say like when I tint someone's brows, you don't have to do anything the night of because I've already done all the work for you.
Right.
You know, the next day, just cleanse your face as you normally would. I would just kind of omit the brow area. Some people can do that and it's fine. Some people, they need to wash their brows depending on how thick your brows are. You know, everyone's a little different, but most people come in every 4 to 6 weeks anyways. So by that time, that's how long the brow tint lasts. They're ready for the next one. So, you know.
But it's been like 2 months since I've had mine. More than 2 months.
And everyone's different. Some people have more porous hair. So
I have more gray.
That's all right.
just say silver, it sounds nice.
Silver fox.
My mom likes the word silver. Like she has 2 cats that are
Elderly.
right, and so they're not, when they call from the vet for their, what do they call it, their senior checkups, there's like a note in the file like, do not refer to the pets as seniors or elderly,
Oh my
must refer to
gosh.
as silver.
That
They
is
are
awesome.
silver.
Silver.
Well, everyone loves when I have my mom in the videos. We do empties together.
She told me about it, and I went and watched it.
They're obsessed, and it's like, when's your mom coming back?
Because your mom's so cute.
And she's like, I don't know.
I'm
people
here, I
like
hear
me
people.
So much.
I always talk a bunch of products. I always talk about you too, Genevieve.
Oh, I know.
Genevieve says this is what I have to do.
Well, it's good to have, like, you got, you know, because you do a lot of research, which is awesome. I wish more people would do research on their stuff, you know, or ask, you know, and questions are great.
And I think that, you know, the consumer basis has shifted where, you know, it used to be where you would just kind of take someone's word for it. You might go into a store and they're like, you know, this is the greatest stuff because of X, Y, and Z. And now because of technology and how quick it is to get information, it's people are starting
question.
to do their own research now about things.
It's just like when you go to the doctors, you know, now people go, well, why am I taking this? What's going
Right.
to happen?
Why am I not taking this?
What causes this?
Feel okay?
Feels great.
Okay.
Can't you tell?
I know. She's so relaxed. She loves this.
Remember, this beats like 2 glasses of wine.
Oh, wow. For you to make that statement.
It's such a... People always, like, apologize when they fall asleep. I take it as the biggest compliment when people fall asleep.
You and I talk too much when we're in here.
I know.
We're like, okay, how's the baby? What's going on? How's your boyfriend? How are you feeling?
So what are we applying now?
We're putting on the growth factor serum. Kathy, how's this feel? Is this all right?
Yeah.
Okay. And this one tightens up the neck, tightens up the pores, the skin. And I'm going to use a little bit of the Amaris Renewal. It's got a whisper of retinol in there to kind of get the skin cells moving. But it's really nice and hydrating.
I love the containers that.
Yes. So it keeps the efficacy of the product so it doesn't oxidize. It works every time.
Ensures you're getting the right amount. Limits bacterial growth.
Exactly. So, which can break down the product
Listen
too.
to you too.
And then I'm going to mix a little bit of some hyaluronic acid, which our body already makes. This one's from Dermal Mist. This is one of the brands that we got from the skincare show, so it's something we're trying out. But my favorite is from Sanage. They have a wonderful hyaluronic acid that is just great for plumping, good for acneic skin. So I'm just mixing those two together and creating like a little cocktail serum. Their skin is so hydrated that all these products are just kind of taking a little while to rub in, which is good. That means that that serum really penetrated the skin. You carry a lot of stress there too.
Mm-hmm. She goes behind my
still-
neck. I about die. I'm like,
I
oh
steal
my
moves
God.
from my massage
Yeah.
therapist.
She does a lot of that.
Well, you forget all through here we have muscles here that have a lot of tension.
Mm-hmm.
Little Glow Minerals Tinted SPF 30. It's got a nice tint to it, and it's got a little bit of the dimethicone, so it's also a great makeup primer. Put it down to the shoulders. Always get behind the neck.
Yep.
With sunscreen and the
And
ears.
Yeah.
We forget about those parts, and
Especially
get
when you have short
exposed.
hair.
they get exposed. My favorite lip serum from Zio. It's called Lip Rebuild. And it keeps your lips nice and hydrated. How's your skin feel, Kathy?
Awesome. How does the rest of me feel? Great.
Good. Yay!
Yay.
This is back here.
All right, so what is that?
So this is the reservoir. So the reservoir contains the serum, which is clear, so you'll still be able to see what's in it. Your mom's skin wasn't horrible at all, but you can see still the dead skin and the dirt and debris floating around.
Yeah.
You see that?
It's crazy, isn't it?
This is like my favorite part of the whole treatment is
Wow.
this. I live for this.
I think my mom likes that too.
Oh yeah, I'm so gross. Someone's got to do it.
I don't have a problem with looking at my
Look
junk
at
in
that.
there.
The junk, yeah. But this is not bad. I've seen a lot worse, so this is great. That means your mom takes good care of her skin. I can tell when people are taking care of their skin by what comes off.
Right.
And I can also tell when people aren't taking care of their skin or not doing what
Right.
they're supposed to do. I'm like,
They're
you
lying.
shouldn't be that. Yeah, they're
They're
lying.
lying.
Yep.
All right, so the facial is over. How are you feeling?
Awesome.
What did you enjoy most about it?
Well, it's very relaxing. I can't help but relax.
I'm surprised you don't have me driving us back to your house.
I'm pretty relaxed.
Yeah. How's the rest of your face feel?
Great. I don't even want to touch it. It
I know,
feels
I was
so
going to
good.
say, I want to touch it, but then I don't.
It just feels so good.
So you feel pretty relaxed now?
Yep.
So when are you going to see Genevieve again?
Actually, September the 11th at 10 o'clock.
So that's 6 weeks from now.
Yes. I tend to go like every 4 to 6 weeks. I'm trying to stretch it out so that I can not freak my husband out so much.
But I think it's something that, if you're able to do it for yourself, even if, it's a couple times a year, I think it's a great treat. It's good for your skin, and
It's good for your person.
I think it is too. I think self-care is something that's so big and so important. And frequently we're doing for others, then it's nice to kind of do
It
for
takes you a while to get over that when you've spent like 30 or 40 years taking
Of not
care
doing
of
that.
other people, and you start taking care of yourself. You tend to feel a little bit guilty.
Yeah.
That wow, this money I could have done this with it.
Right.
So you kind of have to talk yourself into saying that you're worth doing this.
Right. It's an investment in yourself as a person, and I think your health.
Absolutely, especially if it just makes me feel better.
All right, so we're going to close this out. I talked to Genevieve, and she said if you guys had any questions to include those in the comments below, and she would be happy to answer those questions. I will also include her contact information as well if you're interested in seeing her and getting some of her services. Thank you guys so much for spending a little bit of your day, not only with me, but with Mama Kathy. If you haven't already subscribed, definitely consider subscribing to my channel. Like this video if you liked it, and hit that notification bell so that you know when I have new videos. So with that being said, we will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.